Hi everyone, my name is Felipe and I'm from Brazil. Well, it seems that there's a question for me right here. Let's see. What does it mean to be a global citizen? That's a great one. Let's think about it. Well, so when I say citizen or citizenship, what's the first thing that comes into your mind? Let me guess, rights and duties, responsibilities, sense of belonging, that kind of things, right? Right. Citizenship is way much more than just voting rights or certifications. They're important too, but in this case, we need to focus more on the engagement part of being a citizen. Before going further on that topic, I'm gonna point some sad facts about poverty in our world. Did you know that because of poverty, more than 20,000 kids die every day? And did you know that every year, nearly 2 million children die of preventable disease as diarrhea or pneumonia because they're too poor to afford treatment? And doesn't stop there. More than 1 billion people live in places without an adequate supply of water, and almost 2 billion live in places where they do have access to water, but they simply cannot afford it. Terrible, huh? And these are only about poverty, but they're all about our world. And since we all live in the same world, we should all commit to solving it. Seems utopic, right? Well, there's actually way more things we can do than we imagine, such as in local citizenship. A global citizenship also demands some responsibilities. We should engage in global activities. And by global activity, I mean any kind of action that benefits someone or something, be it the people, the environment, or even animals. In my 9th grade, I led a project in which I and my classmates worked on to build by ourselves a children's library in a low-income nursery. It was so hard for me to understand, a 14-year-old boy, why there was so much social inequality, and still is. I mean, those children at that age have no access to books, while me, well, I've always studied in private schools with great teachers and study materials, and that's what motivated me to act as a global citizen, without even knowing what did that mean. I've also participated years later at a volunteers student group in which we did weekly visits to underprivileged nursing homes and daycare centers, and I loved it. For me, that's what it means to be a global citizen, to focus on people older than yourself and care for them, and to be passionate about it. Now, how can you reach a global scale? Well, when you're a citizen of the world, it just feels right to contribute, and it can reach any level. The mission is to rise up against any kind of global problem, to make the world a better place. And by global problem, I mean not only poverty, but also climate change or social problems, sexism, racism, or even conflicts between or inside countries. All these problems of larger scale can be solved or minimized by having the global citizens community pressuring the leaders to take action, to behave altruistically. So global citizens are, for me, those who act altruistically, in small or in large scale. From daily actions as volunteering, helping others in your neighborhood, for example, to leading big movements to pressure the government to act in benefit of a greater cause, regardless of who are being benefited. In other words, to act without caring about races, religion, or nationality. As to quote John Lennon, "Imagine there's no countries, it isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us and the world will be as one."